Good morning, everyone. Today is April 24th. So what we are going to do today is show step by step on how we hang our tomatoes or string our tomatoes up, and we'll tell you exactly where we buy all of our stuff from. So we get a lot of questions, so we thought perfect time to explain all of that as we're doing it. So as you can see, our tomatoes are doing very well, flowering nicely, and look at these! We have fruit. So this row here is all the colored tomatoes. So we have the yellow, the black, the orange in this bed, and our strawberries are starting to flower as well. So that is very exciting. All right, so this is the string hook. That's what we call them. And they go up onto our 11 gauge fencing wire. So they will just, as you can see that here, they just hook onto the wire on this little hooky thing. And then we drop the string down. These you can purchase we purchased these at Dubois Irrigation. They're in Canada. They're we have one in Ontario, in Leamington area, and then we have there's one in Quebec. So that's where we purchase these from, but you can research it and see where you can get them in your area. So what we do is we've hung these off, and you want your string to at least touch the bottom of the plant. You don't want it too long because you don't want to be tripping. And I'm going to take, what we do is, we have these bambooed up because they were, with the roll-ups up, they were flopping all over the place. So we take our clips. These are tomato clips. They work fantastic. These were purchased, you can get them through Dubois. I think we got the clear plastic ones, which I'm not fussy about. I like the colored ones, but these do work. Dubois Irrigation, Crop King, AMA Plastics. So again, tomato clips, you can look them up too, but they work very well. So let's show you. So as you can see, this is what's happening when they weren't bambooed up. So we take this, and you want to have your string fairly tight. You don't want it too tight where it's going to pull the plant up. So I'm just going to hook the string. Actually, we'll do this. There's little clippy things here, and you put your string in that, and when you close it, that holds the string in place so it won't slip. Oops. And I'm going to go down to this branch here, because this branch here, if I put the clip on, it's just going to flop up and it won't hold it in place. And you just do that and clip, and then you take another one and clip. Just make sure you're doing it under a solid branch. And there. So each week, what we'll do is they'll grow about a foot a week. So we'll come in and just keep clipping. So we're going to carry on with this. With these tomatoes, normally we would take the suckers off. Right now we aren't going to, because we're going to do a video on this. We are going to clone these cherry tomatoes. So instead of planting more seed and waiting for the seed to grow and then transplanting, we are just going to clone these. So that'll be on our next video, or one of our next videos. So that is how that is done. The plastic mulch that lays on top of these beds is also from Dubois Irrigation. And I'm not sponsored by these people at all, but I'm just telling you where we get it because we get questions all the time. As well as the drip tape is from Dubois. Now, these beds are only 6 inches deep. A lot of people were asking why, or how we can grow it in such a short bed, because there's no dirt underneath. It's gravel under here, so the root system can't really go anywhere. But if these are fed really well, your root ball doesn't get super big. So as long as you keep feeding, the root system stays fairly small. So with our drip tape, we laid 2 rows. So we have one here under the plastic and one here under the plastic. What happened last year, I did mention this in one of my videos before, but I'm going to mention it all together today. Last year we did one right down the center, and we found it wasn't enough. So if you're going to do this, make sure to run 2 rows, and that'll keep your bed nice and wet. With the plastic on, it keeps the weeds down, it keeps the moisture in. It's just a great way to do it. So we're going to carry on, and we'll show you what these are like once we get them all strung up.
Ta-da! Nice and straight, all strung up. And we just have to make sure we keep at them.
Well, yeah, and what you want to do as well, actually bring them over here. I'm going to show them what not to do, because Haley and I learned this last year too, when we were pulling them out in the fall. So a lot of people say that when they clip, they'll wrap the string around the cucumber or tomato, whatever they're doing, whatever they're stringing. Don't do that. Well, you can do that if you'd like. But what we found when it came time to do cleanup in fall, and we were pulling all the plants out, it was a mess. We were unraveling, and it was just hard to get them out. And there's no reason that you have to do that, because your clips are going to keep them very secure. So,
and we're taking the bottom clip off when we lay them down.
Yeah, when we do our drop and lean, we'll show you that later on. Yeah, that'll make a big difference too, because when we dropped and leaned last year, we kept all the clips on, and then come fall cleanup, we're taking clips off constantly. So the ones that are going to be laying on the ground afterwards, and if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you'll see what we do when we do it. We're going to take the clips off as we go, for sure. That'll save so much more time. So there. What we are going to do now is Haley and I have to go and do our Tuesday seeding. So I'm going to bring you next door. We're going to bring you next door, and just give you some ideas of what you can grow for farmers market or farm gate sales, or for yourselves. Something super easy and beautiful. Everybody likes it, so stay tuned.
And for starters, for the market, we take hanging baskets with our cherry tomatoes in them. We planted these last Friday, and this is what they end up looking like about 6 weeks later. And they just hang, and you can put them on your balcony or a porch, and they're loaded. He's got a little tomato on them. So the same as the strawberry baskets we did also will fill out, and they go for $17 at the market. So that's one thing.
Yeah, and there's 4 strawberry plants in each basket and 3 tomato plants in each basket. So those big baskets only have 3 tomato plants in them.
And they'll get thousands of cherry tomatoes. So we will take you next door.
All right, so as you can see, everything is growing super well in here. I'm just going to explain this while Haley's giving everything a drink. So for the market, or for yourselves, or for farm gate sales, whatever you choose to do, this is another easy thing to do. Salad bowls. So what we've done here is just put a mix of lettuce mix in. What is it called again, Haley? Muslin, musclin, however you say it. We just did 3 bowls for now because we are very short on space. But another thing we do is we will take our lettuce mix and do a section. And then you can take just the beet greens and do a section, like just direct seeding. So lettuce mix, beet greens, and arugula. We don't do them all like that because some people don't like arugula and some people don't like beet greens. So, but as long as you have a mix of different lettuces, this isn't our favorite. We just had some extra old seed, so we used it up. Another thing we do is in these lettuce bowls, we do herb bowls. So we don't direct seed for herb bowls. We will take like our parsley once it's a little bit bigger. Yeah. Parsley, sage, oregano, thyme, basil, rosemary, oregano I think we already said. Anything you want. We don't put stuff like dill in it because dill gets too crazy. And what else don't we don't? Oh, cilantro we don't put in either.
Unless they want it. Well,
Yeah.
some parsley, curly parsley, but we don't put flat leaf.
No.
Because they just get too big and crazy.
Unless they have.
Request
Yeah.
it, if they're gonna use
We have a lot of people that will call us up and get us to make custom orders for them. You can do anything you want, anything at all. So our thyme and oregano is all coming up.
You got it.
Lettuce bowls, they're ready when they're about, like edible size. You'll know when they're ready to eat. You cut it down and you leave about an inch. And it just continues to grow all summer. So people love to put these on their islands in their home, out on their patio, tables outside, on their decks, whatever they'd like. And then with the herb bowls, you would just cut as you need. And I mean, you're not going to eat as many herbs as you do lettuce. So this is how everything is going. And here's our potted basil. Haley and I transplanted last week. It's doing very well, and these again will go to market. People absolutely love the little pots where they can just take them home and transplant them into their containers or garden, whatever they wish. We find they do better in containers than they do in the garden outside. And that's it for today. Sure. Yeah. That's it for today. So, hope you all have a great day and stay tuned for our cloning video. Want to say bye, Haley?